Sure.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Travis.
I'm Erin.
And we are our lively tribe. Let's do this. So what were we? We were tagged by somebody.
Yes, we were challenged by Jeremy and Kelli over at J&K Fulltime Adventures. They have 4 boys too. They have 4 little boys.
You guys are
like
are
1, 2, 3, 4. Like boom, 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 boom.
They wanted to get it out of the way.
Yes, and they are about to full-time.
Oh, they don't full-time?
Baby.
Oh, 4 boys. You guys have 4 boys? Oh.
Yes. That's crazy. Says the mom with 4 boys. I'm wearing a good shirt for that.
Don't mess with mama.
Yeah. They challenged us to a quarantine questionnaire.
I have no idea what the questions are. Erin told me she's going to surprise me.
Yeah, I've read most of them. I kind of scrolled through them. I'm like, these look cool. Like, this could be fun. So we're going to go ahead and take on the challenge and answer these 10 questions about quarantine RV life. And we're going to challenge Amanda and Kendra with the Wandermeyers.
Ha ha.
And,
let's do it. Let's go big.
Yep. Amanda and Kendra, do it.
Are
Check them out.
Are we not challenging anyone else?
I'll link them below. No, I just asked Amanda and Kendra.
Oh, just one? Okay, cool. Sweet.
All right. So
and they've been hardcore quarantined.
They have been. Check them out. They've been stuck in one spot in Texas, but I'm so glad they're safe there.
And Kendra has been doing like so many amazing night shots, so that's been cool for her.
Yeah. I wish they were quarantined with us.
That'd be fun.
That'd be so fun.
Next time.
Next time there's a global pandemic, quarantine. Let's quarantine together.
Who would you quarantine with?
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a good question.
Let's throw that question out there. If you could quarantine with anyone, who would you quarantine with?
They'd be ours for sure.
Yeah.
We can just we mesh so well.
Yeah.
Living together, they're super easy, and we spent the most time with them, like close.
Yep.
So yeah.
So check them out. And question number 1.
Let's do it.
How many rolls of toilet paper do you have right now?
I have no idea.
He actually probably doesn't know.
How many do we have?
I think we have a normal amount.
Yeah, we didn't go and get any.
No.
We just had whatever we had and didn't...
Your mom picked us up some toilet paper right in the beginning of this, but it was 2-ply, and we can't use that in the RV. So we haven't gotten to even need that yet, though. I'm the only girl, so I'm the one that uses most toilet paper during the day. We won't get into wiping. Let's not get into wiping.
I know that there's a couple in our basket still that I've noticed. So
yeah, we're good on toilet paper. Number 2, what has been the biggest change in your lifestyle since the shutdown?
The boys' sports.
Yeah.
That was the biggest change. I mean, going from having activities every single night.
We did. This was the first season that we had all 3 older boys in a sport. And so we had Bryson in soccer.
Trenton was in gymnastics and a sport.
Yeah, so we had Bryson in soccer, and then we had Jake and Trenton in baseball, and Trenton did gymnastics. Jeez. And we were hustling. 4 p.m. came, and it was like, go.
Yeah.
But it was fun. Like, we like that, and we enjoy the games, and we had just started games.
And this was Jake's first time playing baseball.
It was.
And it was exciting. God, he only had like 1 or 2 games.
I know. So I think just our afternoon runaround changed.
Do you think he'll play again?
I
don't know if he was going to survive the season.
I don't know. I thought about that a few times. The sport associations basically gave us vouchers for the kids to play next season. So they could play if they wanted to play. I'm sure Bryce will do soccer. He doesn't have many seasons left. I'm sure you'll coach it.
But he was also getting down. Oh, yeah, there you go. Because he was down about soccer this year.
He was super bummed about soccer this year. He didn't really have a very good coach. I don't even know who his coach was. It was like the coach's nephew came and coached. And it was kind of messy.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that runaround. Well, and just like we definitely once a week we go and do something big. Go to the zoo, go to the beach,
right.
go do something.
Well, and the boys I had signed up the boys for so many cool field trips. Your dad was going to take Bryce on his field trip to the Birch Aquarium, and we had the Mission trip coming up, and we had indoor skydiving, and we had
oh my gosh,
we had some really cool things happening through their homeschool program. So yeah, that was a big bummer.
Yeah.
Number 3. Where are you currently docked or parked?
Man, we lucked out with all of this situation. We'd built a homestead on my parents. They have 2.5 acres, and we confiscated one of the acres, and so we've been luckily we'd made it there by that point.
Yeah, we're stationary right now in our 5th wheel, and so we are parked on a piece of property, and it really forced us to make that space home.
Even more, yeah.
Knowing that we really couldn't go anywhere,
like projects that we'd kind of said, oh, we'll do eventually. All of a sudden, we were just like, all right, let's do it. We're stuck here. Let's get on it.
Which was a great distraction.
Well, and now that garden, the first thing we did was plant a garden. Yeah. And that garden, it brings us all so much joy.
It does. It's been really fun.
We all love going in there and looking. The tomatoes just started growing, and it's like, it's incredible how much joy a garden can bring.
Yeah.
So every single person in the family loves it. Loves looking at it. Loves going in there. So yeah. So we're on a piece of property, thankfully.
In Southern California.
I wouldn't have wanted to. We have friends who were traveling during all of this, and it looked like it was a pretty. Those first few weeks where it was really up in the air.
Yeah.
It was.
We were really wishing we could have opened up space for them, but then you're supposed to quarantine, so you're not supposed to be with people, and that was hard.
Thankfully, that seems to have blown over, and all of them are back almost on the road now, so that's good.
Yeah. What have you gone without during this crisis?
We've said it from the start. It was almost like we'd prepared our life for this. So I don't know that we're going without, because we weren't really requiring a lot to begin with.
What have we gone without?
Our trips to In-N-Out. I mean,
now those have picked up again.
Rubio's.
But what have we gone without? We're really fortunate that I can't really think of anything.
Yeah.
What are you most grateful for during this crisis? Not having to go without. I think we were scared in the beginning that we were going to lose stuff and not be able to have access to things, but I'm grateful that we have our health and that we were able to quarantine with family and that we're safe, and grateful for a lot of things.
What was the question? I got distracted because Chris is over there cutting down a bush right in the middle of our YouTube.
Here we go, Chris.
Do it.
We're currently at my parents' house. They went on a trip and we offered to stay here.
Yeah, it's a little staycation.
Yeah, so that's where we are.
But
Chris, be quiet.
Isn't it weird though that this feels as much like home as our own home? And
we've spent a lot of time here.
Because we spent so much time here.
Alright. Enchiladas are going to be done soon. Number 6. What do you miss the most? I just miss the runaround of sports. Even though that was crazy and nuts. I miss the freedom to go to the beach and not be scared. I miss not being scared. I miss not being nervous about going out.
Yeah, I was just in the store, and boy, you have that sense of like, oh, they don't look too healthy. Do they have it? And you never had that before. You didn't think of illnesses the way you do now. That's kind of a bummer, man.
Okay. Number 7. When is the last time you've been in a campground?
Holy smokes. It's been a long time.
Well, January, we went to the Escapees rally. the Escapers rally in Lake Havasu, and we went to a campground a few days after.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So January in Lake Havasu.
And that was not a good experience, that campground. That was not inviting.
No, they did not want
All I wanted to do
there.
was to be out in the middle of nowhere on BLM land.
Yeah, they did not want a family with kids there.
Yeah.
It was not. But we were there, so...
It's January.
Number 8. What is your favorite quarantine food? I truly got sick of cooking dinner. I've never been so sick in my life of cooking dinner. We typically eat out like once or twice a week during the rush round of sports and stuff. And so that was always something to look forward to. Like, okay.
You got the night off.
Yeah, I have the night off. But like there was literally no night off. And that sounds like so bratty and it's such first world problems. But like I got so sick of cooking dinner and the same meals and trying to come up with new meals. And
what was the question?
Yeah, that wasn't the question. What is your favorite quarantine food?
I don't know. We didn't eat anything specific that was different. We had lemongrass.
Oh yeah,
a
lemongrass.
Few times, and that's kind of unusual.
Lemongrass is a fantastic restaurant here in town, and it's a small little hole-in-the-wall Thai restaurant, and we did pick up from there a couple times. That was so good during quarantine. But as for being home, we eat a lot of tacos.
Yeah, anything
chicken tacos,
with tortillas.
Ground beef tacos, anything you put in tortilla.
Yeah, we're definitely Southern California people.
Yeah. How are you exercising or working out or staying fit? I chase around a toddler all day.
Man, I had lucked out and we hung those rings up not that long ago.
So we got Trenton gymnastic rings for Christmas, and
so I've done a couple muscle-ups, but
you started running.
Yeah, I've been trying to run a little bit. I think we're eating less during this quarantine, especially me. We've been working a lot lately, so I don't know.
I definitely didn't jump on like the baking train.
You tried to.
A lot of people. Well, I almost jumped on the sourdough bread train. That was a wreck. But I did not bake.
Were people baking during this?
Oh yeah, lots of like treats and pastries and cookies, and I didn't get on that train.
See, that's what I mean. I think our life was so similar before this.
It's just
that not a lot has changed other than the fear that you now feel.
Yeah.
That's the biggest change, I think.
We started walking the neighborhood more. We really hadn't done that.
Yeah.
We found a really good like path around the property, and the boys started going up the hill and explored our area a lot more. For
sure. We've explored the area I grew up in, that I explored as a kid, but I explored them on dirt bikes. So now doing it just by foot or riding bikes, so that's been pretty fun. The boys and I mean, usually in the evenings if we're home, we freaking go on a walk.
Yeah.
Go check out stuff. So that's been fun.
Yeah. Last question. What is a panic purchase you made during this lockdown?
Didn't do that.
I did.
Did you?
Well, I went on
purchase?
And I couldn't find like cold medication, and like had the kids got COVID or we had gotten COVID, I didn't have any medication in our house, and so I went on and ordered basic medications that you would need to treat your own colds and fevers and that sort of thing, because we just didn't have a lot of that stuff. So I did buy quite a bit of that just in case, so we could treat ourselves at home.
But we didn't run out and buy water. No. I think our biggest panic purchase would have been everything for the garden.
We did,
because I was really in the mindset of like, okay, if food becomes an issue or something becomes short in that sense,
we'll need to.
Let's at least have some things growing. It
felt like the responsible thing to do, to plant a garden,
and we wanted to.
Yeah, it felt very responsible. And in our last house that we lived in before we had full-time traveled, we had a fantastic garden. So we had kind of had that under our belt, and reached out to a couple of friends that are actually farmers and got some tips and tricks and planted this one, and it's been...
And this garden is like going
really
nuts.
Good.
Like I can't even... I'm so proud of it. I tell the plants at night, you know. But I'm like, oh, you're doing so good.
Laundry.
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, that's what happens when you do laundry.
They're doing great.
So, that's it. That's the questions.
Yep.
I hope that life hasn't changed a lot for you, and if it has, I hope that you're adjusting well and that you're safe and that you're healthy, and that's just my hope for everybody. And I hope that as we get back into society, we're able to come out of this with a better appreciation for your health and a better awareness of how easily things can affect you.
Yeah.
And that you pay attention to your neighbor.
The one thing I started missing the most, or was having a really hard time with, was not being able to smile at people in stores. That was something that when I first put that mask on, realized how much that affected me, and
yeah,
really,
it was one of the first things you said.
Really bummed me out and got me down. And I've kind of adjusted and learned that you can still tell if someone's smiling by their eyes. Like, you can still get a good sense of that. So try and be really conscious of that and like have, you know, happy looking eyes, I guess.
I think my hope is that we don't come out of this fearful, that we come out of this more friendly and with a kinder heart and a better.
And I want to be able to give everybody hugs again. I'm a big hugger.
And I want to see my friends again, and
that's our alarm to time to end it.
All right, so stay safe and respect others and respect yourself
and enjoy life. It's short. Peace out.
Bye. Let me see. Ready, go.
Oh, you can't get it back. Yeah, there we go.
Oh.
Stop practicing. Show us how it's done. Get it.